Chef Sawyer coming at you guys again with another super hot video. Today we're making pot stickers. There's lots of different ways to cook a pot sticker. You can bake it, you can fry it, you can steam it, but today we're gonna do a combination method and I'll show you guys exactly how that's done. Pot stickers are super simple. All you do is you take a little meat, you mix it with some vegetables and some seasonings and flavor it a little bit, and then you wrap it up inside of a little wrapper and you cook it. So pot stickers can be filled with any meat, but usually it's primarily pork. Now you can mix your pork with other things, but today we're going with just pork, and here's what I have to flavor it. We have some mushrooms, they're gonna add a good bit of umami flavor, a head of green cabbage, that's gonna add a nice crunch to it. Here's our wonton wrappers, we're gonna wrap it up inside of there. You can buy these in the store, super simple. And then we just have some flavorings here. We have some ginger, some garlic, some scallions, some onion, and then sesame oil, soy sauce, and cooking wine. We just need a little bit of acid in there to help everything out, and that's why we're using cooking wine. Now this is just gonna be a rice wine that has some flavors in there like onions and garlic. But if you don't have something like this, a little sake, a little white vinegar, a little lemon juice, everything is interchangeable. Step 1 is put your desired protein in a bowl. Step 2, time to start preparing all your vegetables. Here's my green cabbage. I'm just gonna finely shred it. And now I'm gonna turn it all lengthwise and come back the other way. And this just leaves us with a roughly chopped small dice of cabbage. Add the cabbage to your pork. Here are some baby Bella mushrooms. Slice them thin. These are gonna add a great earthiness to our dumpling. They're gonna provide a nice umami flavor. So it's important to chop everything into small pieces, pretty finely, because since the dumplings are gonna be small themselves, we want to make sure we can get every single flavor in one bite inside the dumpling. So if you try and wrap up a piece of mushroom this big, it's not going to work. There's not going to be room for everything. Add your mushrooms to the bowl. Here's 2 scallions, finely chopped. This adds great flavor to your dumplings. Here I have 1/4 of 1 sweet onion, and I'm just going to grate it. The size of these shredded onions here will almost melt entirely during the cooking process. It's gonna leave a great flavor with just a slight little bit of texture. And same thing with our garlic. We're gonna finely grate our garlic just so we can get this beautiful little garlic paste right here. That's excellent. Here's our ginger. This is very delicious, packs a lot of flavor. Now you guys may not be familiar with the term rhizome, but you're very familiar with types of rhizomes because it basically means that it's a special root that grows underground like lotus, ginger, turmeric, and horseradish. So it has a bunch of little stems and branches and stuff. Just go ahead and rip one off. It's very fragile. You don't really have to cut it or anything. And now, the skin, you don't eat the skin, it's inedible. But you can easily remove it just by scraping it with a spoon. So go all the way around and just reveal that delicious flesh underneath and get rid of this brown stuff that nobody wants. Ginger is very fibrous. You can see the fiber sticking out of the end there. And if you don't really chop it very fine, then you could be stuck with some of these strings in your mouth and it's not very pleasant. And that's why I choose to just very finely grate it on a microplane so I know I don't have to deal with these fibers. You can see here when I grate it that we just get the finest paste coming through. So now that we have all of our finely chopped vegetables and our pork in here, now it's time to season. We have salt and pepper, just like always. We can go easy with our salt levels because we're gonna add soy sauce, which is heavy in sodium. So after our salt and pepper, just about a tablespoon or 2 of soy sauce. The same thing with your acid. In my case, the cooking wine or lemon juice or vinegar, about a tablespoon or 2. And now for the sesame oil. You have to be very sparing with this. A couple drops goes a very long way in a whole recipe. This is very strong. It compares nothing to olive oil or neutral oil like you might be used to. So a little bit too much of this can overpower everything. And now we finally have everything in here. It's just time to hit it with a little mixy and incorporate all the pork and all the vegetables. It smells amazing. Right? It smells like a dumpling already. Okay, now that I have everything assembled properly, here's our pot sticker wrappers, here's our pot sticker filling, and now we just have a little bowl of water to help us close them up, and we're gonna go ahead and make one. So a tablespoon of filling right in the middle. Take a little bit of water and just paint the four corners so they're a little wet. That's all you need. And now grab each corner, pinch the first two together at the top, grab the other two and bring them up. And there you have your cute little package in a little bit of a different shape than you're used to, but still delicious nonetheless. Let's make a couple more. Wonton wrapper. Down. Pot sticker filling. In. Water. Paint. Corners. Grab. Squeeze. Other corners. Bring up. Squeeze. Boom. Pot sticker number 2, done. All right, so we finally finished wrapping up all of our pot stickers, and we have so many extra, I'm gonna go ahead and freeze it. It's perfectly okay to freeze these. They last a long time, and they cook excellent straight from frozen. So I'm just gonna pop them in the freezer on a tray until they're hard, and then put them into a container. I have a nice non-stick pan heating up on a low heat, because we want our dough to get nice and crispy on the bottom, but we don't want it to burn. But at the same time, we need to account that we have raw pork in here, and that's gonna take at least a couple minutes to cook throughout. I'm gonna add plenty of canola oil to this pan so we can get a nice crispy crust on our pot stickers. And now I'm just gonna slowly start putting them into the pan. A non-stick pan is crucial because these are called pot stickers for a reason, and you don't wanna be scraping it off of the bottom because it's stuck and then you're filling falling out. That's no good. So here I'm just going to take a couple minutes and let the pot stickers develop a nice golden brown crust on the bottom, and then we're going to add a little bit of water, put a lid on top, and steam them throughout. I just like to lift one up and look at the underside so you can see that it's almost where it needs to be. It's golden brown, it's crispy. I just want to take it one little step past this. Now that I know the bottom is the perfect golden brown crispiness, I'm just gonna add a little bit of water and steam so they can finish cooking. But you have to be very careful when you're adding water to oil that there's gonna be pops and explosions, so be ready with your lid at hand. You don't want to add too much water or else you're gonna lose your delicious crispy crust. Once your pot stickers are cooked all the way throughout, you can remove the lid and just let the rest of the water evaporate. So since oil doesn't evaporate, but water does, once they're fully cooked throughout, our goal is to get rid of the water in the pan. We turn it up to a very high heat until all the water's evaporated, and what's left is just a little bit of oil from the beginning. That's gonna make sure our bottom stays nice and crispy, even though they've been steamed. I turned the heat off. These are all entirely done. All the pork in the middle is cooked. They're all cooked to perfection. This is exactly what you want. There's not one single pot sticker in this whole pan that doesn't have this perfect, crispy, golden brown crust. The result is absolutely perfect. Pot stickers all done. I have here sweet Thai chili. That is my absolute favorite to dunk them in. But here's how you make a real quick sauce. It's super simple. And this is a good pot sticker sauce. So just a couple tablespoons of soy sauce, a couple drops of sesame oil, and if you like heat, go ahead and add some red pepper flakes to that. And now give it a little mixy. And now let me tell you what, folks, there is nothing better than a crispy bottom pot sticker dumpling in this sauce or in some sweet Thai chili sauce. That was so satisfying. It was soft, it was crunchy, it was meaty, it was earthy, the mushrooms, the ginger, the garlic, everything ties together to make this taste so authentic, you'd think it was from your favorite local takeout spot. If you guys want to keep learning, want to keep growing your talents and getting better and trying new techniques, then definitely give this one a shot because it's very simple, but you can still learn some things about it. Making homemade pot stickers and homemade fillings, and you know, that's not something that every home cook does. And to have this experience is valuable. So go ahead and try this one out, guys. Let me know how you like it. Thanks for coming back week after week to support Chef Sawyer. I love you all. Have a great day. Mwah. Ciao.